Kia ora and a warm welcome to Mount Maunganui. Great to have you along too as we roll into round 3 of the Whara Palmer Cup. It's the Auckland Storm up against the Bay of Plenty Volcanix. Pleasure to welcome you along. We're at the Gordon Tietjens Field at Blake Park in Mount Maunganui today. Nei rā te mi. Kia koutou katoa. Great to have you along too, and looking forward to this clash between two proud teams. Whara Palmer Cup coming at you live from Mount Maunganui, and of course it's the Bay playing from right to left, and the pretty inauspicious start, sizing each other up at the moment. It'll come back Volcanix way, clean ball, good hands on show turn, lovely little break and slicing them open, and then a kick. Smart play here from the Volcanix, ripping back to try and cover it up as Va'akolo. And it looks as though there's still a chance. The referee, Collingwood, will take a decent look at this one.
Oh, what a play from Kiki Tahira, getting straight through that. There was nothing on for them. She got a ball just to her shins, but she took the opportunity to run straight through that gap. And I think that they could have had that if they looked at that opportunity there. It was a missed tackle from Melody Puckett, getting straight through, and a good option there from Kiki Tahira to put boot to ball. Here we look at the grounding. You know, if they had looked at the TMO there, I think that Bay Plenty would have had that one. It was very unlucky.
Yeah, sure, but we have to take our hat off to Caitlin Vahakolo for getting back to cover up. But like you, very impressed by Tahiri's run and foresight to get along the toe and to push the chance into the end goal. So here are the Volcanix, well poised here. Through the hands, it's out to Tahiri. Pushes it for Ngawati now. Getting some support, Ngawati. There's some solid D coming in from the Auckland defenders as well. They're coming in numbers, and good strong defensive effort here from Auckland. And here we go again.
Oh, what good work ethic from the Auckland Storm. They flooded that ruck, disturbing the ball from Bay of Plenty, allowing them to knock it on. Also, representing us, of course, the opening yesterday with the maddest mechanical bull I think I've ever seen, but out we come with the Storm now with a chance, and there's the Harbour Bridge ball, maybe trying to set something up for Kunitapu Demont, who gets into the mix. Now it's Vahakolo, and around the short side, good play here, and the Auckland Storm really coming close now, having a look. This time the charging run, and it's Lafaele who gets them close. As you can see, just 10 to the right-hand side of the post. Is this a turnover? The Bay of Plenty have come up with the ball. So close, but yet so far for Auckland Storm. Can they turn it over, though? The Storm coming in numbers, trying to reach the ball clear. But it's still with the Bay of Plenty, and understandably, too, they'll look for a clearance. It doesn't find its way to the touchline, though, and Demont sends it back in. And they might have numbers down the left edge. Here's Ruahe Demont, now out wide, picking up Nanquil, and the ball is to ground, but the referee will say, come on back. Promising raids, many chances, but still no tries. Oh, what a sequence of play there from the Auckland Storm, but you've got to hand it to Shay Adams from the Bay of Plenty. They had a penalty for advancing while the kick's been in play there.
Oh, back into the action then, Taylor, so good clarification. This time it's Fisher. She'll be wanting to make amends for that miss from right in front of the sticks a few moments ago. And Auckland Storm need a little bit of attitude and a bit of swagger into their game. Now it's got to Ruse. Maybe she can help to spark us off here for the Storm. The ball is dished up here to Vaipulu. As you can see, they're about 20 metres out from the try line. And can they convert this time around? Malipo now. Malipo isolated. Has a go and charges forward. Beautiful little offload and finds Vaipulu, who's to ground here. 5 metres out from the try line. The Storm threatening, and another penalty right in front of the post. We could hardly miss this one, I think, Taylor.
Quick
in
tap
fact, they're
there.
deciding to go straight away, and it's out to Ruse. Ruse bangs into one. Here she comes towards the line. Maya Ruse still with numbers and the Storm, but the ball has gone down, and the Bay of Plenty come away with it, and they are dark on themselves, I think, the Storm. Really putting it at them over the last few moments.
and the Volcanix have been able to repel all of the charges at them. So Peyton Takamoana to feed the scrum, just a minute and a half to go to half time. Not a lot to excite the scoreboard keeper. In fact, he'll be looking at the dole cue because he's had nothing to do so far. The bloke, I'm assuming it's a bloke, who's running the scoreboard down here at Mount Maunganui. So instead of kicking, the Bay of Plenty decide, well, let's chance our hand in a different way. It's a little bit of a risky tactic, though. You'd have to think perhaps eventually they'll decide to put it sideways as Luke O'Connor takes the ball forward. Pressure on here as Auckland look to get hold of the ball and force a turnover. Big number one's in there for Liko. And here come the Bay of Plenty Volcanix. Don't panic, Captain Mannering, they'll be saying at the moment, but I tell you what, there's going to come a time here they say, let's get the heck out of here. And maybe that's it. The kick over the top, but the bounce is sweet. And picking it up is Kitty Tapu Demont coming around the outside. Left foots it down the field, but it works its way across the touchline on the far side there. I don't know, what did you think the Bay of Plenty were thinking there, Taylor?
Very confident decision there to hit it up, especially within their 22, only 5 metres from the line as well. But they did a great job to retain that ball with the amount of rucks that they managed to form there to finally kick it out with Renee Whitcliffe as their option. What an option.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're looking for what should be an exciting second half, even though there is no score on the board for either team. They've been having a go, they've been having a dig. We're pleased to have you watching live as well. It's round 3 of the Whara Palmer Cup here at Mount Maunganui. And we go to the break. Auckland Storm, 0. Bay of Plenty, nada. Both in quality, interest, television coverage of women's rugby over the last decade or two. But as you can see, there are plenty vying for spots for regional, national honours, as now the Storm with the football starting to mount a challenge of their own. It's Vaipulu. Good D too coming in here from the Bay of Plenty, trying to force the turnover. And that one ends up in the hands of McManaman. Still with it, the Storm. Lafaele has the ball, trying to break free, I should say, excuse me. And their hands everywhere.
As well as
intellectual property engineer. There we go. Oh, the guy on the scoreboard says, great, I can get to work now, and it's 3-0. It's been a bit, as I say, stop-start. Vliko with the ball now, and it's gone back. It's Demont gets the kick away. It won't find touch. In fact, it ends up in the hands of Renee Whitcliffe, who turns back the Bay of Plenty fullback. And again, there's another. Let's get going, and it's Whitcliffe who carries it forward. Referee Collingwood's been there as we see Connor with a great little effort there. And she's pulled down by Ruse Connor, but not before she's made 15 metres. And now the Volcanix getting themselves close to where they need to be. And the ball is laid out nicely into the hands here of Tahere. Tahere keeps it alive, straightening up on the run too is Reynolds. And Reynolds has the football, but again, don't be surprised. Up goes the hand and out comes the whistle. Yeah, she looks to be enjoying her footy. That's her taking it from the scrum base now. Nice ball as she delivers it up, and the intercept, well, that's come from nowhere. And streaking away with it is Azalea Marker, who will score under the posts. And that's broken what was something of a deadlock. Yes, there's been one penalty. We've been waiting for a try, and as simple as that, like a thief in the night, comes Azalea Marker, and it's the Volcanix who'll take the lead.
Marker, she produced a well-quality read from that beautiful side. Here we go. She shot up out of the line and read it beautifully. She was coming at second 5. She wasn't named for the Bay of Plenty last week, but she's the only change in that back line, coming in at centre and moved into second 5 since the sub-rotations. But beautiful. There was no one home, and beautiful strides. Wee bit of speed there. And well, she was flying out, so if she didn't get that, then she would have definitely left that hole, and it could have been a totally different story. But a very confident player that she is, Zalia Maka.
I won't say it's a given, but it's certainly one that she would expect to get. It comes off the sticks. Oh, my goodness. Never a dull moment here this afternoon, right in front of the post, though. Bay of Plenty still have the ball. This time it's the replacement, JJ Taylor, who takes it in. Now with it is Reynolds. Looking promising here for the home team. Oh, she'll be disappointed, Tahiti. She would have expected to get that three-pointer. Can they convert it here into better than 3 points, though? As we see them with, well, I thought another opportunity, not so. Well, sport has an unusual way of revealing itself. And you can go in thinking we're going to get some high scores, and it's quite the opposite. But what we do like about sport is its unpredictable nature. And of course, the Auckland Storm came in as favourites here, undoubtedly, after the big win last time these two teams met. And by mere fact that they've got more players in their database in the big smoke than what the Bay of Plenty would have. She's not done with yet, Ruahei, that's for sure. And they get themselves into a fine attacking position. There's Ruahei sending the ball back on the inside. So the Bay of Plenty need to keep their guard up here because it's going to be threatened. You can bet on it. This time around with it is Malepo. She hits the ball back and they set themselves up. McManaman is at the back there. She's big and she'll peel. And then she drops the ball in and look at them come in support here. Those Auckland players muscling around the ball carrier. To the base we come. Now it's the big 17 with the football. Looking at it, Tule Fale. She gets the ball away. Out wide they come. It's DeMont again. Hufanga under pressure out wide as Malepo. Bay of Plenty working their guts off at the moment to keep this Auckland attack in check. But they're still not done with yet, the Bay of Plenty and Auckland. There's going to be something crack here in a moment. And you feel as though it's going to be Auckland in the box seat. The penalty for them. They don't want the 3 points.
No,
they need to go.
Yeah, definitely go for a line out or a scrum option here just because you need those points and how crucial they are. Oh, quick tap from Kiri Tapu.
In they come this time around. It's Poi who has the ball now. Only 5 out from the try line. And looking to get away with the football was the big number 8. So this style of line outing where you put up 2 then walk together like marching soldiers is sort of interesting to witness, but I see most teams do it, just keeping opponents guessing. Now there's a pass which was strange to say the least. Clock counting down. What you're seeing up there, what you're seeing in the corner there in the score tick as we refer to it, in your screen is an indicator to us really as broadcasters. The actual timepiece is in the hands of the referee, we are told, and they don't even have a hooter here at the stadium at Blake Park, so it will be up to the referee to determine when the curtain comes down. And there is a penalty. Look at these guys. I guess we can assume they live locally.
Most definitely, there'll be proud parents there watching on for the Bay of Plenty, getting up and over the Auckland Storm. Last time these two sides played each other was 44-12 to the Auckland Storm, and before that it was 22-19 to, again, the Auckland Storm. But today, it's the Bay of Plenty's day.
Well, it looks like it, doesn't it? As I say, you can be a bit critical of the stop-start nature of the clash, but hey, you've got to take your hat off too, because they've shown some wonderful resolve and courage, and when the chips were down, they've banded together and kept this Auckland attack at bay. Really feeling though for the Rohe DeMont, because she is a player in her 50th game today. Really would have wanted and perhaps even deserved a victory. But will it come? We've only got a few more moments to find out. There's the kick into touch. The referee blows the game, says that's it, folks. Curtain call. Down come the curtains. And a famous victory here in Mount Maunganui at the Gordon Titchens Field at Blake Park in the Mount. It is the Volcanix in the Bay of Plenty who knock over the Auckland Storm 7-3.